Goose Gamings.
Okay guys, this is the start of our Conan XL's playthrough, so we are going to be starting that today. Now this is on my own server, and I do have mods installed. As you can see, this isn't base Conan, so we have a fair variety of mods installed. You can't really see them up this there anymore, but we have the big mods like AOC, VAM. That's new, I've seen that before. But yeah, so we'll get this started. We'll get our starter equipment from this box. Equip that straight away. And we'll hide that, definitely. Okay, so we've got our first set of armour. Now, if I remember correctly, before we can leave the start area, we have to do a few quests with this guy. So we'll start them. They're basically just tutorial quests, so they shouldn't take us too long to do. Now we'll click on this one. So what does he want? Okay, so we'll receive that quest. We'll close that one, and close that one. Now if I remember right, to track them, you have to go to AOC features, quest logs, track quests. There you go. So it tells us there on the left what we need to do. So weak aloe extract and rough wraps. So with weak aloe extract, obviously you need aloe. So I'll just gather a lot of this. It'll be a lot easier if we had tools, but I haven't got them yet. Okay, let's see what we can make. So it was weak aloe extract and rough wraps. So here's the weak aloe extract. Now this will look completely different from the base game version, because I'm pretty sure it's the VAM mod that gives everything a bit of a makeover. So we will craft 3 of them. And the rough wraps, I'm pretty sure one crafts 3. So we'll craft 1 of them. Just wait on them crafting. We'll grab some more while they're waiting, because we're going to need some more. Okay, that's that crafted. So we will now go back to this guy in here, turn in our quest and get the next one. Okay, we'll talk to this guy, we'll complete that quest. It'll give us a stone skin and knife. So, find the nearby cove. Okay, so we'll receive that one. Close that again. Goodbye and goodbye.
Make sure to read through the notes I gave you.
So let's get that off of there, that off of there. Put these down here towards the end. Stone skin knife can go there as well. And we have some attributes you can use. So I always find that putting your attributes in the expertise section first is it always helps me out, purely because obviously it's your maximum carrying weight, and you're going to be doing a lot of grinding and harvesting to start with to get your base up and everything else. So I always put all my points straight into that straight away. Okay, close that off. Now what is this? Oh, so you can skip. Oh dear. I did not put that in, but we won't do that. I'm guessing that's for people like me who have obviously completed these quests a lot of times on many different servers. Okay. That's that quest located. So we'll run away back down to this guy again. Now I do have a mini-map down there in the bottom right, but I believe it's showing blank because we're in this start area, because it's basically off the map. I'll quickly show you here. Oh, they've actually put that in. Oh. So obviously normally this stuff isn't all green, this is part of the AOC mod. But the rest of the map pretty much looks the same. But obviously there'll be little additions in there from all the other mods and everything else. So, wherever we are, oh, there you go, we're off the map, so I won't be showing anything on the minimap. Yeah, it's a nice new addition. Now we'll come back to this guy. We'll talk to him again. Do that, complete quest. Thank you. Okay, we'll close that.
You are ever in doubt. Do you have anything for me?
I'll take that quest, thank you.
Patience.
So again, I'm pretty sure we're to kill some Vangos in this one. But the little trick with this, if anyone ever gets stuck in this bit at the very start, because if you're new to the mods, this can be very daunting. Obviously, you start off with this great sword, it's just stone, it's basic, it's not great, it's nothing special. So the Vangos are these big creatures that are up here. So what you want to do is, obviously you get the Vango skulls. So you want to ideally go up here. There'll be some storm soldiers up here anyway fighting them. Then keep your stamina up as much as possible. Just make them chase you. There you go, now they're chasing. So we'll lead them back down here, guys. Oh, yep. So we'll keep going. Still going? Yep. We'll lead them in here, and then these guys can take over from us. So if you ever get stuck, that is the best thing to do, because just as long as you don't hit any of these Stormwatch soldiers, you'll be fine. None of them should attack you. If you just let them do all the work for you, just to begin with, just so you can get past these quests as quick as possible. There you go. And you get your skin and knife, I believe, to get skulls. Now another thing with this, obviously these 10 coins, they are used for AOC currency. So that is, I'll show you a bit further on, but you get a bounty board, or dispatch board, sorry, that you can use to create other things. So we'll take all that, and you can eat them just by right clicking on your mouse. And we'll take the bone as well. But use the skin knife button to get the skull. Just press, if you just want to do it quickly, guys, just press F to loot all. So just click on that, we get some more skulls. This skull again. Okay, we don't need any more skulls, so we'll leave the rest now, and we'll just take all the stuff that's on them. Of course, we'll need the food. Now, that food there, obviously, it's raw flesh. So if you eat that, there's a good chance you get food poisoning. So we don't need that one. So we'll drop that. So you don't want to eat any of that. So we'll get the fried crab and we'll bring that down. Swap them over. And yeah. Now you'll notice as well, when I ate that fried crab, just at number 6 down there. If you look at the top here on the left, I received a stamina bonus of plus 21 that lasts for 2 hours. So that's one of the one of the new updates where the food actually has a purpose. Because before you were just eating loads of food and it would give you a little bit of health back, and that's it. There was no purpose to eating them. But now you can create loads of different types of food that gives you different boosts. So now we'll speak to this guy again.
We must act.
Okay, we'll complete that quest. Right, so we will receive the final quest from him. We'll close that, say goodbye. So, we don't need that out now. So some of the stuff here, like you got mushroom stew, sometimes it will tell you what the boost is. So if you eat one of them, okay, there's no boost for that one. Okay, so the temple this guy's talking about is just up here. If you can see it in the distance. Now there is going to be some fighting going up here between Vangos and what are they? I think they're, what faction is this? Stormhold. Yeah, these are the Stormhold soldiers. I'm not sure why he's has a red face. I think that must be a problem with one of the mods. So we'll make our way up here. Just run through. Now I will leave a link to my server in the description, so if anyone wants to join, please feel free. Obviously I am admin on it as well, but obviously not with this character. This is a brand new fresh character. Jesus. I actually nearly jumped out my skin there, guys. Let's just settings in the audio so we can turn that down a bit. Yeah, we'll turn that down. There we go. Okay, so when you come up here, guys, there will be a lot of more Vangos. It's your preference, you can kill them if you want, you can fight them. Obviously, this is the temple it's talking about, so where we want to go is just locate it over there. You see the portal over there? So that's where we want to go. So we're going to dodge these guys. So obviously, if you're just new to this, you won't want to take all these guys on unless you want to challenge yourself. But we just want to run all the way through, avoid these guys as much as possible. Check what this is. So we'll grab that. Jeez. So we'll just head to this portal. Now you don't need to press anything on it, just run right through it. And it should take you. Yep. Right, and another thing, obviously this is quite a darkish area. So what you want to do, the glowing stick that you got from completing one of the tutorial quests, you want to equip that. So these glowing torches, they're a lot better than the normal ones, because obviously normal ones are just flames. They won't stay lit underwater, whereas these ones will. And obviously under here you need to go underwater to find your way out. So we're going to go down here, and you think this is a dead end. So you do is swim down, and there you go. Just follow this all the way through. And back up. There you go. Okay guys, now this is the faction hall. Now I'll show you more about the factions in a second once I start doing these quests, but this is a new version of the faction hall. The old one was good, but this one's definitely a lot better. So what you want to do is come speak to this guy.
Hello again.
Oh, he's got a blue textured face as well, so that's been a problem for a long time with this mod. So we'll complete that quest, because we've just done it. Now this, will take us into all the faction halls, and I'll quickly show you what they are. And I will have links to all this in my Discord as well. I'll leave a link to that in the description too, if you want, feel free to join it. Now we will receive this quest. Now this will give you a lowdown on all the factions and all the other stuff that you need to do. Yeah, so we really want to do that. So we'll close that. Close that.
If you are ever in doubt, make sure to read through the notes I gave you.
Now if you want food or drink while you're in here, just click on this and it will fill you up. This is one of you. Okay, so we'll track this quest. What you just give us. Track that. So it will tell you basically all the factions on the left. So you've got the Kingdom of Stormhold, Cold Embrace, Order of Felgarth, Order of Elvenor, the Vango clans, and the Elven Covenant. Now each faction has 2 sub-factions. So if we start in Stormhold, which I believe is this one here, You know it's to a Stormhold just by the crest. As you play it more and more, you'll learn what they are. So you come into the Kingdom of Stormhold, and obviously you visit this. Now these are the two sub-factions. You can, once you get to level 80, I believe, if it's still the same, you can choose either one of these sub-factions. Obviously each sub-faction has its own weapon styles and everything else, like armour, weapons. So it's best to look into that to see what else you want before you choose your sub-faction. But if you want to choose this faction, obviously you speak to this guy here, he'll give you a token, and then you use that token to join the faction. And this is the portal for the faction room, I believe, so it's like a big castle. I don't know where it's located on the map, but yeah, that's where you want to go once you choose your faction. Now each faction as well has their own build set pieces. This is the tier 1 set, I believe. Basically like insulated wood and for some reason a blue roof. Obviously this will be the higher tier stuff, a bit more concrete. Okay, so that's the Kingdom of Stormhold, guys. Now the next one's Cold Embrace. Now I don't know why they're not next to each other, but I'll go in order just so that you know where they are. So the Cold Embrace one is directly in front of this the Kingdom of Stormhold. So you want to come out and literally go straight across, because that's it here with the black flag. Another red face. So again, if you want to choose this faction, speak to this guy and he'll give you a token, like the other ones. Now with this guys, this one's a bit different. This one has two sub-factions, but it's only female characters that can choose the order, I don't know what they're called, Sanguis Assassins? And this one is a Knights of Imperius. So obviously, again, they've all got their each stuff. That more of the Sanguis has got like all the ninja stuff here. And again, it's on tier set, build sets. Now this one's a lot darker because I think these guys can do some magic, I believe, I can't really remember. But this has always been one of my favourites because their build set's really nice and their armour's not down the line. And obviously these make good thralls and that as well. So I've done that. So the Order of Felgarth is one, I think it's that one over there. Yeah, because that's the Vango clans, and that is either the Elven Covenant or Order of Elvenor. So we'll go to the Order of Felgarth. Okay, and again, speak to this guy. Quickly show the higher tier build set. What is that? Oh, that's the floor pieces, I believe. That there. Okay. Right, this one, guys. This is one of the main magic factions. So there's a lot of magic you can use and learn in the AOC mod. It can be a pain to learn, but it's worth it in the end. Now, I can't remember what these guys are called, but obviously it's your own preference what you want to choose, because obviously both of them can use magic because they both got staffs. But I do have the links to all the clans and sub-factions and factions and everything else in my Discord, so please feel free to join that and have a look if you're interested. Again, it's got its own portal room where everything else is. And yeah, okay, I'm going to go through. Now each faction as well, guys, have got their own thralls. So Elvenor, I think it's this one. I'm not too sure. This one's either going to be Elvenor or Elven Covenant. It's the only one I'm not really too sure about. So that's Elvenor. Yes, that's the one we want. Okay, and again, these statues I'm pretty sure as well you can craft for your bases when you eventually start doing that. Again, floor pieces. A nice build set, that one. Nice and white. Oh, that's different. They've changed that. Because that definitely did not look like that before. It's quite an interesting build set, that one, actually. That might be a possibility to give this one a try this time around. And again, obviously, if you want to choose this one, speak to the guy in the middle, and he'll give you your token. Now we have the Vanguard clans and Elven Covenant, which are both over here. But I'll go in order, so we'll go to the Vanguard clans first. No, the Vanguard clans are more brutish, more dark. So obviously speak to this guy if you want your token. And obviously you can just tell why the weapons are a bit more sinister. And the music. And their build sets are okay, but I always find they're a bit too dull. But it just depends on what style you want to go for, really. Yep, so there's the tier 1 build set, and I can't remember if that's tier 3, possibly. Okay guys, so we'll move on to the next one. This people are very pink and red. So this is the Elven Covenant, so this is the last faction, guys. Now, these can be any gender, because that's one of my favourite armours when it gets towards endgame. Obviously, they've got some nice weapons, some nice bows. These guys can use magic in it as well. But the only thing is, guys, when you choose your faction, that's the only way you're going to see what each faction and sub-faction can offer you. So, yeah, it's best to have a look around and see which one you want first. So me, I'm going to try out the Order of Elvenor because I'm quite interested about that faction. No, wait, actually that was the sub-faction. So normally I go for the Knights of the Cold Embrace. But I'm not too sure which armour you get off this guy to begin with. Because I'm quite interested in that armour. But I think I'm just going to go for my old faithful, and that is the Cold Embrace. Yeah, we'll go for this one, I think, guys. Okay. So we'll quickly press E on him.
Defend the Anarius family as a knight of the Cold Embrace.
Now we'll give you the information on both sub-factions. So you've got the Knights of Imperius on the left, and then the Sanguish unit on the right. Now I'm pretty sure it's female Pacific, but it doesn't say it there, but I could be wrong, they may have changed it. It could be both now. Now so you've got the stuff on the left for the Knights of Imperius. Okay, or you can click on faction lore if you want. I'm pretty sure that will take you off Conan and turn onto the website or something like that, maybe. But yeah, so we're going to join this faction. Close that, and if you go to your inventory, that will be there. But I'm not going to use it just yet. So I'm going to run back and speak to the guy at the start.
We must act now.
Okay, we'll complete that. Okay, so we'll receive that quest.
Move swift.
We should be okay just to use the faction token, so we will right click on that Obviously, you see you get some more stuff, so we will equip this because it'll be better than the basic armor we got already. So let's equip these. There we go, and it definitely looks a lot better as well. Now you do get some magic with this as well. I'm pretty sure you can craft this somewhere. Well, so as you can see, your inventory does fill up quite quick. So we will need to start heading out. Oh wait, we've got some weapons. Now the daggers are always best to start off with, I think. Because even though the two-handed sword is okay, it may have a higher hit damage. But it's slower, a lot slower. So we will put the daggers in place. Now the quest he gave us at that time was for the professions, I believe. Guild Hall and Market Hall. So I'll show you exactly what they are. Now, when you come in, you always enter here, or if the server you're on has a warp system in place, you can always warp faction or something like that. But so you just want to run straight ahead. Go straight up these stairs. Now here is where you want to go. So to the right, I believe it's the Market Hall. Yeah, that's the Market Hall. Now this is what I was talking about earlier with the coins.
Good day to you.
So see how it says 20.
I could do for you?
So it says 20 copper coins there. I think it's, you do get copper coins, but I believe you have to exchange them. Your 10 coins for the copper.
Stick to the roads. Safer that way.
And you've obviously got all these guys as well. So they'll sell you loads of different stuff, which I don't really see the point in.
Guarantee you won't find a better price anywhere around.
So these things are always good things to get. These backpacks. Or if you're planning on living in the snowy area of the map, because obviously that gives you cold damage and you can freeze to death quite quick. So depending on what server you're on, the admins could always have professions installed. It's a mod, which I believe it is installed on here. I'll have to double check on that. But that mod can basically give you races and classes. So one of the races can be, say for example, it's a race that lets you breathe underwater and live in cold conditions without taking cold damage. Okay, so we'll go over to the guild hall. Oh, there you go guys, that's them. Oh, actually the guild hall, quite sure what these are. Now, each one of these guilds, so you've got the Miners Guild, Forestry, so one there, I think that's Hunters Guild, and there's two more upstairs. Yeah, so you've got the Farmers and Moonshiners. Now each one of these guilds is a good way of making money. So for example, let's say the Farmers Guild, or actually no, not the Farmers Guild because it's a bit more difficult to explain that one. Say the Forestry Guild. So when you choose a guild, you'll be given a workstation, which for this I believe is, I can't remember what it's called, but basically you create work packages and you can sell them for coins, which is how you progress through the AOC dispatch system. So we'll quickly choose one of these. I think I will go for the Forestry Guild again. So again, speak to them like what you would do with the factions. That, and there's So now you've joined the guild, you get given 100 tin coins. Okay, and we'll leave this area. We'll go back to speak to the guy who gave us the mission. Okay, we'll quickly speak to this guy.
There you are.
Okay, we'll complete that. Now he wants us to go and see this. Now I'm only going to do these ones, guys. I'm not going to do all of the tutorial quests what we're doing in this video. This is basically just so you know where everything is in the faction hall and what to do if you're first starting off on Conan. So we need to go to the tutorial customization,
There is always
which I believe is up that one or that one. I can never remember which, so I think it's this one. I think. Is it this one? Nope, has to be the other one. So it's over there. I always get confused with those two. I'm pretty sure every time I start on a server, I do the exact same thing every single time. Again, you just getting hungry with that. You just click on that. Where are we going? Stairs. There we go. So you can come into here and press E on this, and you can customize your character a little bit more if you want to. If you weren't happy with it at the very start. And then so we run back down to that guy again. And we'll quickly speak to him. So we can get out of this tutorial section.
Do you have anything for me?
I'll complete that quest. Find food. I'm pretty sure we've already done that.
Patience.
Okay, remember you need to click something up there. Okay. Aha. There we go. There you go. You know that makes no sense because we literally already had that downstairs. Okay, quickly talk to this guy. Complete that quest. Now we know where that is because we've just been up to see it. So we'll close them. It's just going to be up there underneath that picture. Let's put some of our attributes on. We've got one to use, so we'll put it in Vitality, get some more health. Okay, we'll put it right in here. Now, I've never actually seen this utilised yet on any servers I've been on, but I think it's like a tournament system for server owners. Yes, I think each faction. So when you join a faction, each faction can fight it out with the players that are on the server. But I've never actually seen it utilised. It's probably more utilised on PvP servers, possibly. But I've never really seen it on PvE or PvC servers. Oh, going the wrong way. Out of stamina. Okay, so we'll quickly speak to this guy again.
Do you have anything for me?
Complete that, thank you. So this is where you'll learn the ancient arts feat, which you will need. So we'll receive that quest. Now that thing that I just skipped there, guys, if you ever feel like when you're doing this, please read that, because obviously I've done it before, so I know what I'm doing with it. But obviously, if you haven't done this before, you need to read stuff like that. Now this can be a bit confusing to find sometimes, so if you come up the stairs, the best way to find it is if you see this little ominous purple glow over here. For some reason that seems to shine through from the magic hall, and you can see it on the roof here and here as well. So all that is just over here to the right. So it took me a while to find it when they first moved it. Down here, just follow the glow, that's the best thing to do. You go in here and it's down here, guys. So that glow is coming off this. Is that armor? Okay, I'm not too keen on that armor anymore. Then you come in to speak to this guy.
Welcome, young one.
So if you come over to here
to study the ancient arts.
if you come over here to the left, learn ancient arts. You learn that. And now you can do these as well.
The ancient arts is a collection of well-kept secrets by the scholars of time. Scrolls and engraved stone tablets contain information about the
And obviously he'll tell you where to find the tomes and stuff like that.
scholars have dedicated their lives to preserving.
But yeah, we'll do that another time.
Be careful out there.
I'll quickly run back up here and speak to our old friend again. Let's go back the way we came, guys. I need to be careful with your stamina, because it's fine running out of stamina in a place like this, but if you're in a fight, that's a completely different story.
Welcome back.
So then you do this and complete quest. So now this will take us out the faction hall, and I might do some of the small quests for the next one, but I'm not sure yet. I have to see what they are, because I can't really remember. So we'll receive that quest, we'll close that window and close that. Now to leave the faction hall, all you need to do is go through this door, no, portal. This will lead you outside. All you do is speak to this guy here.
Hello again.
Now we will leave this for now. So we'll close that, we'll come back to that once we've found a space for our base. So each server has its own system in place now. Obviously with this server we have VAM installed as well, so that has a portal room that you can travel to. So all you need to do is, if I remember right, there we go. Now each server will have this, every player can go to it. It's basically just a portal room that you can put down. And obviously, it's kind of like the big map that you can build, technically. But it's just a lot better, and it doesn't cause a lot of lag. So what we want to do is you can go to the market. I'll show you that quickly. Now the markets will have stuff like this in place. So these are the classes, I believe, and these are the races. So what you want to do is hold E on it. And if you come down here to the bottom left, choose your race. Now each one is different. I'm pretty sure I have the races and classes information in the Discord, but I'll have to double check on that one. But if you wanted the things that I talked about earlier, with being able to breathe underwater and live in cold conditions without having anything to have to heat you or it's going to kill you instantly, what you want is you go to plain touched. Now each one of these are different, and it's the water gen that obviously I'll tell you there in the top left. So you've got water breathing and cold resistance, and these ones with the classes, each one is unique and will give you different things. So what I want is, I'm going to choose this one. Choose your class, and I believe it's Warlock. There we go. Now obviously you've noticed that there at the top left I gained a bit of health as well, so let's put my health up a bit. Now what we do is this, if you can craft this, it's an unlimited supply, but it's basically just a spell that gives you a little bit more armor. So we'll put that here, and if you just press 6 you can equip it. There we go, and it lasts for an hour. So that definitely comes in handy early on in the game. Now this hasn't been filled out yet, because that's something that still needs to be done. So you can always warp portal to get back to the portal room, or you can just run down here and run through that doorway right there. So we'll do that. Right, now we need to try and figure out where to build a base. Now the thing you have to remember on some servers, obviously there's a purge, so which is this thing here, and that will start to build up as you gradually start doing stuff like building bases, killing NPCs, surviving basically, and harvesting. So it's best to try and think about where you want to build, because obviously the higher up in the map you go, the more difficult it's going to be. Like for example, anything above this ridge line here is going to be really tough if you're just starting out on your own. I think down here as well. I don't think that's too difficult, but you have to wait and find out, I suppose. So what we want to do is we are going to go to the Shattered Springs. Now if you notice that gaining corruption thing there on the left, it's from this. So they're monoliths, they're the vanilla fast travel system, but you need to build these massive map rooms, and it causes a lot of lag of everything. If every clan on the server has if it has one each of them, it can cause a lot of lag on the server, and yeah, it's just not nice for anyone to play on. Oh, we're not starting way too quick. Now there's another person that's on the server, so they've already built a base up here. So this is an animal pen. Now there's no one else on the server, so hopefully that person's not there. Okay. Now there is a good area back here to build. Correctly. Right. So these ones will attack you. These ones with the horns are called kudos. So it's just with the daggers as well. Obviously they put bleed on enemies, so it's good to get a few hits in and then dodge. Obviously just keep an eye on your stamina as well, because you don't want to get your few hits and then not be able to dodge. Okay, so we will skin these guys as well. Now we've got some attribute points, so we'll put that in strength. We'll make our way back here. Now ideally you want to try and find a place that's got plenty of trees, stone and iron, ideally, because you're going to need a lot of it to begin with. So you've got different types. These are called shellbacks, but you've got different types in the game. So these red ones will attack you on sight, whereas the light green ones won't. They only attack you if you attack them, basically. But that one there in the middle is kind of a mini boss one, so he'll attack you anyway. But that one over there, guys, be very careful of them because they're part of the mod and they are very strong. So we'll come around here. Ooh, hello, Mr. Jaguar. That might not be a good idea. There's lots of iron there, so it'd be a good spot for a base. I'm just not sure if he's going to attack us or not. So what we want to do is make one of these. So I'll quickly craft that to make sure he's not coming. Right, quickly run around here. Try and get ourselves up this hill. Okay, so I think this would be a good spot for a little base to begin with, guys. For now, anyway. Because I always find building a starter base is always good just to get you a few levels, and then I'll say once you get a decent set of armor, just start working your way up the map if that's what you want to do. So we're located right here. So what I normally do is I'll build here or here, and then gradually move into these areas. But again, it's a bit more difficult because obviously with the mods it adds harder enemies and bosses in here that you'll see once we get to them. But even just the AOC creatures, that they can be very difficult to deal with if you've never done it before. So we will want to put that down as quick as possible. So we'll build that here. So this will activate as your spawn point. So if I get killed, say by example by that jaguar that's down there, I will spawn back here. So what we want to do now is create some tools, which I don't have enough stuff for. So we will have to come down here. So with this you need stones and branches, so also without the pickaxe you can't really get any stones from the big ones, so you need to get the ones that's on the floor. And hopefully there'll be some branches on the floor as well. If not, yeah, there should be. Yeah, there should be some over here. There you go, guys. So we get these branches on the floor here, just pick them up. I believe we need a pickaxe, craft one of them. We need a hatchet, craft one of them. And that's the only two tools that we need for now, so take this out there, take this out, and that. Pickaxe is there. Okay. So we'll quickly make our way back up to the base again. Actually, while we're down here, we might as well get some trees. So all you gotta do is get your hatch out and start hacking away. Just keep an eye on your carry weight, which is up there on the top left as well, because the last thing you want to do is get over encumbered so you can't move and then something attacks you. We'll get as much of this as we can. So what you want to do, in fact, let's get somewhere a bit more safer. Now there is a little trick to this, because obviously this is an official server, so it's a modded server, and with that comes a few benefits. So say for example here, we stand here, and if you type in set home, so now say if I'm away over there collecting trees again, all I need to do is type in /home and it'll bring me straight back to that position again. So what we need to do now is go to knowledge, go to construction, unlock the first build piece because that will give us our construction hammer, and then go to survival. What was that? If you go down, where is it? I don't know what I'm looking for. You want to unlock that ideally, as well as say the blacksmiths and iron tools. So what we're going to do is make ourselves a construction hammer, which we don't have any twine, so we jump down there and grab that. Then we'll grab this, craft 20 of that, quickly make that hammer. Right, so now we've made the hammer. What we need to do is go onto it, and you can go to the build pieces, crafting stations, or decorations. Now we want crafting stations to begin with, so smithing. And we need to craft some iron bars so we can make this, for example. Because I don't really want to use sandstone, this stuff. I ideally want to build in, go to your religion, you'll see your cold embrace section that you chose, the faction that you chose. So you do is grab that, click on it, and then you'll see what you unlock here. So obviously with the purge has been activated on the server as well, this stuff is a lot stronger. Even though it's only tier 1, it's still stronger than a tier 1 base material for Conan, so this for example. So we want, so we need a lot of twine and a lot of wood. But I would prefer to make myself a sickle, if that's what they're called. So I need one of these and one of these. So we'll get ourselves some stone. So we need 500. Now we have that, so we just put /home like what I said before, and it should teleport us right back to where we just were. Yep, there we go. So we were just down here collecting stone, now we're back up here. So all you do is come back in, go to your crafting stations, smithing, place that down there, because it's going to get picked back up again. It's purely just so we can get some iron getting made. So we will quickly slide back down here again. So we'll grab this iron. I swore I just had something behind me. got enough of that, and then more tributes. Hoping this Jaguar's not here. Try and quickly grab this coal. It's not summer yet, so we'll quickly slash home. Get ourselves out of there. Yeah, so this is what I mean. So if you get over encumbered, this is how slow you will walk. You will not be able to run. And if anything's chasing you, you will not be able to survive. So I'm going to repair that. So now we get all the iron we got and the coal, wherever it is. I'm being blind. Oh, no, there we go. Now we'll turn that on. That goes 52 minutes, that's fine. And I'll slowly craft them. So what we need is this. So we need 50 iron bars, hopefully that's going to make 50, yep. Okay, we'll heal up as well while we're here. Oh, there's coal right there, guys. That would have been a lot safer to get. So I'll grab some more of this while we're waiting. Grab that. I'll grab some more stone over here. Oh, we're nearly over encumbered again. So we'll. Oh, got some tributes. There we go. That helps. Make ourselves a water skin, I think. Right, so that's crafting, that's crafting. Now these things here, guys, are all to do with AOC, so I wouldn't worry about them just yet. So now we need to put in that crafting so we can make ourselves a blacksmith table. Now I'll show you another unique thing about the professions mod. So I'll come down here again. So if you see that thing that's popped up in the top right where it says Warlock Fire Mode Small, that basically, if you have a wheel on your mouse, if you click that in, it basically just fires like a little purple magic out. Ooh, dodge that. It just helps you a little bit. So obviously you can get tin coins from the animals and that as well, so it's good to get that. Always harvest whatever you kill, because it can always be used for something, no matter what it is, guys. Some more iron there, I'll grab some of this. Okay, we don't want to go near them yet, guys, so we'll come up this way. I did not realise that was there. I hope that's not a boss. That one over there with the big spiky tail, that is a boss, I believe. So we're going to have to be careful we don't build anywhere near that, because that will kill us at this level. But I'm going to leave this video here, guys, and the next one will be up soon because I'm going to start recording them back to back. And I may be doing a stream on this soon. So, yeah. Please, guys, if you liked the video, please like and subscribe, and I shall see you all next time. Okay, bye-bye.